Hi everybody, I am Aaryushi and in this video I will be telling you last 4 month strategy for your board examination along with the timetable that you have to follow. Before that, I would like to give you my small introduction. So I passed out from Icse board and I scored 94% in my 10th boards, right? And 96.5% in my 12th boards, that is ISC board. So this is my achievement in board examination, and currently I'm doing my mathematics honors from Miranda House. Now I will be dividing this video into 3 parts, wherein I'll first tell you what mistakes you have to avoid and what you have to exactly do for your board's preparation. Then we will come to the timetable and subject-wise strategy, and then how to revise and what should be your plan. First is prioritizing your subject. This is something which students neglect, and I always advise them to start with English. Since English will be in your top 5%, so you have to study it no matter how boring it is, and you have to revise everything, be it your Merchant of Venice or any other textbook you have. Then your grammar part is again a very, very important part. Since you have to do all the formats of notice writing, email writing, letter writing, and you have to be smart enough to choose the right essay you have to attempt. There are many options in the case of essay, and you have to go with the option that you feel will help you score the highest grades, right? So this is something I make the hierarchy. So English is the most important subject. Then comes your other 4 subjects. See, English plus other 4 subjects. That means one subject that you don't like is of lesser importance and you can focus more on the other 4 subjects. For example, my favorite subjects were, so English is compulsion, then I had maths, Hindi, computer science or computer applications, whatever you have, then science. So these were my top 4 plus English. History, civics, geography was something that I was interested in, but it had a lot of syllabus, although I scored 96 in this part also. In the last 2 months, you have to focus more on those 4 subjects that you prioritize. Now, before starting with second point, I would like to tell you about something. During the last 4 months, it is important for you to know which chapters in each subject have the highest weightage and how to prepare them to score 90%. So the channel ICSE Important Note gives you the list of important chapters along with preparation strategies to score 90% in your board examination. The link is in the description and you can increase your chances to score more than 90%. You will get everything in this channel which you need for your board's preparation. The second point is about school exams versus board exams. You might feel that you're not able to score really good in your school exams and the amount of hard work you put in is not actually making any difference. So it's the part of journey. You have to be calm and composed because you have to wait for the result. That is a final result, board exam result. See, what happens is school tends to make difficult question papers in order to make you realize that you haven't prepared anything, and so that you can focus more on your studies, you can be more efficient, and that is why they set difficult question papers. It's just a routine. So don't worry about your marks. And it happens a lot of times that the toppers who score really well in pre-boards do not score in boards because they focus more on very difficult questions. But board exams, they are not about this. They ask you general questions and test your preparation. That is very basic. You will always see that even in physics, chemistry question papers, directly the questions are from your boards, the previous year question papers, right? And they will never ask you brainstorming questions or questions that can't be solved. Even this happened with me. I scored around 80 in my pre-boards and one of my topper friend was scoring 91. But do you know the difference? I scored 94% in boards, and he also scored the same. So it was something that also shocked me, but it's kind of like it depends on your preparation. I was more of a basic person who believed in general way of studying. Third is don't compare yourself with others and stay away from toxic friends. Most of your friends will waste a lot of time WhatsApping you, so just stay away from them. Then fourth is your project work. If you are making very decorative projects, that's not going to help you out. The only thing that matters to the examiner is your content. So you don't have to make any flowery projects. Make it basic and simple, okay? And just submit it on time. Please complete all your projects because it carries 20 marks. So it's definitely important for you. Now the main part of the video is the 3+1 solid strategy. I've divided this into 3 and 1. That means 3 months for your revision of all the subjects, and the last 1 month will be dedicated to your previous year question papers. Trust me, if you do this, you are going to score above 95. And along with the PYQs, you have to do some sample papers, the specimen papers provided by CISE. So you have to set weekly targets. If you are going to set daily targets, that's going to be difficult, and sometimes it is not fulfilled. You might feel demotivated after that. So just set weekly targets. For example, you have to complete maths half syllabus, okay, plus you can take any other easy subject plus Hindi, right? And you can focus on subjects like maths, Hindi, computer. They are individual subjects. For example, PCB, it's more like you have to score well in 3 of them, and then the average is what is calculated in top 5. So focus on single subjects. Then you have to reward yourself, and daily target should be 5 hours. One more thing is, if you don't find school important, or you think that it is wasting your time, then you can also take leave, or you can stay at home, study yourself, okay? So I'll just share a glimpse of subject-wise strategy. See, for mathematics, like practice questions of different types, the PYQs of 10 years, revise all formulas, and please maintain a formula notebook for mathematics and physics. Maths and physics, okay? You might have a textbook and a paraphrase that you can buy to understand the meaning of the sentences. Also refer to the workbooks. वो सिर्फ धूल के लिए नहीं है कि धूल वहाँ पर जमती रहे and you never study it, right? Reread stories and poems. Poems are scoring, okay? If you get an option to attempt more poems or stories, go for poems. Just reread them. You'll get an idea कि कैसे उसको पढ़ना है. Then notice plus email writing, ये सारे आपके formats हो गए. Workbook आपकी बहुत ही अच्छी है. Then essay, which essay to attempt? Narrative, descriptive. If you are a debater, then go for argumentative essay. Please do not attempt that story essay. उसमें marks बहुत बेकार आते हैं. And in the past few years, when evaluators, they check, students score really bad in this. So please avoid this. You don't know how to maintain a storyline, how to put in important elements. So please avoid this. क्योंकि आप अभी ऑथर नहीं हो, आपको आइडिया नहीं है कि कैसे स्टोरी बनाते हैं. वो पिक्चर बेस्ड कॉम्पोजिशन भी अटेम्प्ट मत करिए प्लीज, अगर आप अच्छे नहीं हैं इंग्लिश में. ग्रामर इज ऑल अबाउट प्रैक्टिस. बहुत सारे प्रिपोजिशंस, ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन ऑफ सेंटेंसेस, राइट? देन फॉर फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, बायो. सी, बायो इज अ सब्जेक्ट बेस्ड ऑन डायग्राम्स. उनकी लोकेशंस आपको पूछी जाती है काफी बार. यू कैन सी दैट in the past years. Okay, one thing you can do is study the past years of chemistry. Now then revise your textbook. आपको ज़्यादा idea आएगा which questions are important and you will focus more on them. For example, fountain experiment. This is asked every year, almost every year. Not every year, then alternate years, but it is asked. Some other things are like IUPAC naming or the named reactions. I'm talking about those Haber's process, right? And whenever you do these reactions, You have to learn the catalyst, the promoter involved, the temperature, right? So you can maintain a chemistry reactions notebook, right? See, for physics, formula-based numericals are asked in the board examination. So please focus more on that. You can practice the examples of physics, okay, from the book itself. Leave unimportant topics like AC generator, uski working. They're never going to ask you that. You should focus on the syllabus. अगर आप syllabus के साथ चलोगे, you will never divert yourself from your path. Then ray diagrams, right? Resonance based questions, reasoning आपकी आ जाती काफी बार. Then for chemistry, equations, name reactions, lab preparations, question based on periodic table is asked every year, first to 30 element. The dot structures, the numericals, IUPAC naming आपको अच्छे से करनी है. Organic chemistry, please do not leave it. It is the easiest part, trust me. अगर आप अच्छे से पढ़ोगे, easily कर लोगे. प्लस आपको मौली के चैनल में काफी सारी वीडियोस मिल जाएंगी इसमें. देन हिंदी, देखिए हिंदी मेरी उतनी अच्छी नहीं थी, बट माई मदर शी हेल्प मी आउट इन दिस सब्जेक्ट अ लॉट, क्योंकि वो मेरे को बहुत पूछती थी, क्वेश्चंस पूछती थी, बाकी सब्जेक्ट्स का भी पूछती थी, बट इट वाज लाइक आई वाज वीक इन हिंदी, आई कुडंट अंडरस्टैंड पर्यायवाची विलोम. सो या PYQs मेरे लिए बहुत हेल्पफुल थे. Then attempt formal letters if you want to score more. Even in English also it happens कि formal letters में आपको ज़्यादा marks मिलते हैं because it has a precise format and उसमें अच्छे से लिखा रहता है कैसे आपको start करना है. Essays के लिए you have to start with a quote or an impressive beginning should be there. Anecdote के साथ start कर सकते हैं both for English and Hindi. Computer. See, many of you are commenting about computer strategy. If you want a video on this, separate video, then you can comment. If I get 10 comments, I'll definitely make it. Computer में क्या important topics हैं और कैसे आपको इसको पढ़ना है, because you have a lot of doubts based on recursion कैसे करना है, output questions क्या हैं, so और क्या important topics है computer में. So I'll make a separate video on it. Okay. The only thing is you have to comment. Then yes, the timetable you have to follow. कैसे आप अपने timetable follow करेंगे, कैसे आप बना सकते हैं. पूरे दिन में मैंने आपके 6 से लेकर 1 PM मैंने आप बोल दिया, सपोज आप स्कूल जा रहे हैं, ओके, सो इट इज डेडिकेटेड टू योर स्कूल. और स्कूल में भी आई नो व्हाट यू डू नॉट स्टडी, मोस्ट ऑफ यू बंक. See, I'm talking about some students who don't take it personally. Then I'll start the day from 2 PM. What you can do is 2 to 3 you can take rest or you can have your lunch. The main thing starts from 3 PM. 3 PM. और ये जो 3 PM है आपका, ये 7 PM तक चलना चाहिए. अब आपके पास 3 से लेकर 7 आपके पास 4 hours हैं. And in between you can take 15 minutes break. Okay, after 1 or 2 hours. Depends on your sitting habit. So जैसे कि 3 से 4 आपने सोच लिया है, you will be completing physics chapter. Suppose reflection हो गया, ये आप complete करना है. Very good, complete करना है. अगर complete हो गया तो आप उसके back exercise question देख लो एक बार, प्लस PYQs देख लो. बाकी कुछ नहीं देखने की जरूरत, PYQs देख लो अगर ये भी नहीं देखना है, ठीक है. Then 4 to 5 you can start with an easy subject. English पढ़ लो. इंग्लिश आप हमेशा प्रैक्टिस करना, ऐसे राइटिंग एंड एवरीथिंग, ओके. देन आपने 5 to 6, देखिए आप ब्रेक्स बीच में ले सकते हैं. 5 to 6 you have decided to study maths. Plus you have to maintain your formula notebook. Whenever you see a formula and the formula you cannot learn, please write it in your formula notebook. And you can also do one thing, sticky notes आपके होते हैं. Just write the formula there, paste it on your wall, revise it every day, early in the morning. So this is how you can do. So उसके बाद आप 9 to 10 आप पढ़ सकते हैं, 10 to 11 and then sleep after that. So these 2 hours you can study either chemistry or physics or maybe computers, depends on you. You have to make a weekly schedule that you have to complete 2 chapters of Suppose mathematics, 5 chapters of history, प्लस इंग्लिश यू हैव टू रिवाइज द ग्रामर पार्ट. ग्रामर देखिए, इंग्लिश आप हमेशा करिए क्योंकि उसमें ही कम मार्क्स आते हैं. मेरी भी परसेंटेज उसी की वजह से कम हो गई थी, बट इन 12th आई रियलाइज दैट आई कैन स्कोर वेल. तो इंग्लिश में मेरे काफ़ी अच्छे आए थे, तो इस वजह से मेरी परसेंटेज भी आपने देखा होगा 96 से अबव रही थी. सो यू हैव टू फोकस ऑन इंग्लिश बिकॉज यहाँ पर ICSE है, ICSE बोर्ड, इट फोकस ऑन इंग्लिश. The most important change in the ICSE pattern is that they have included 10 to 15 marks of MCQs in each paper. So you need to practice the important MCQs daily. And for that, I would recommend you the channel ICSE Important Notes. This is a WhatsApp channel. As you can see in this video, they are providing you MCQs for each subject, which will be very helpful for you even in your unit test, prelims and board examination. I will read some MCQs for you. Like the period of retreating monsoon is, the options are given and you will also be provided with the answer key. Now these MCQs are really very important and absolutely free. The link is in the description. Please join the channel so that you don't regret it later.